Hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the kitchen at my mama's house. I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I drove down to surprise my mom for Mother's Day, which she was absolutely thrilled about, but there were two things that were in it for me. The first one was, of course, the opportunity to see my mom, who is my best friend. But also, second, I knew that the South was reopening soon. So I got in my car, I cleared out my trunk, I made room for all of the things that I knew I would inevitably purchase when I got down to the nearest HomeGoods. And guess what? The HomeGoods opened like 3 days ago. And surprisingly, it was not nearly as busy as I thought it was. So I had time to shoot a haul. I'm thrilled about it. Not many of you know, or maybe some of you do, but I have recently gotten into food photography as an effort to save about the $400 a month I was planning on spending on a photographer. And so as a result, it makes sense for me to kind of pull together more of a food photography, food styling portfolio with props. So that was kind of what my goal was going into HomeGoods today. I'm really excited about all the fun stuff that I got. I'll be showing you clips of everything that I picked up and then showing you all of my favorites. Super excited. Stay tuned. Okay. Cashier. So the number one thing that I find myself using pretty much every food photography shoot, every food video, any styling, anything, are ramekins. You can never go wrong with having a whole crap ton of mannequins. Now I picked up this cute little set of 4 for $5.99, which is an incredible steal, especially given how often I am using them. I also picked up additional ramekins in other colors and patterns. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but my favorite color is blue. And so I try to find little pops and accents of blue wherever I can, just to kind of reinforce more of my personal style in my food photography shots, especially because I'm shooting my food. And then I picked up the cutest, how adorable are these? This little honeycomb texture on here. I really hope that you guys are able to pick that up. I picked up this set of 4 also for $5.99. And this is like a really pretty eggshell blue. And then I also picked it up in pink because I am ridiculous. And this is also $5.99. And then lastly, look at this adorable little bowl set. So it's actually got 3 little bowls in it. It's nested. And I purchased it for $6.99. And I was so obsessed with these because I actually have teacups that look exactly like these bad boys here, but of course they have handles, so the patterns on the inside and the outside are actually alternating, which I think is really cute. I'm just gonna add a festive pop of color to my shots. So next up, we've got pretty much just a size up from our ramekins, which are these really nice ceramic soup bowls. I picked them both up for $3.99 each. I actually got 2 in each color. I have a bunch of soup bowls at my house already. An alarming amount actually, for the fact that I don't eat soup nearly as frequently as these might suggest, but I thought these were a really gorgeous color and I just knew that they would shoot so well, especially on the photography backgrounds that I've been shooting or preparing. So I'm really excited about these, and especially look at the gorgeous mustardy golden reactive glaze that's on this one. Hands down a favorite. I'll be using this for a lot of chicken pot pies, a lot of stews, a lot of curries, things like that. So this will be a really fun way to capture color in a stew that might not necessarily read the best on camera. So now we're on to mugs, because I love mugs, because I'm not a coffee really or a tea drinker, but I do, especially as of late, enjoy putting various cocktails in mugs and drinking them at inappropriate hours. Please don't tell my boss. So these are really beautiful. I got them both for $3.99. It seems that they are from the same collection because the colorway is exactly the same. But I really wanted to play around with different shapes. I actually only got 1 of each because the likelihood that I'll ever be using 2 that look exactly the same in the same shoot seems pretty unlikely. And I really loved the kind of quirky difference that there is kind of in terms of texture. This one has a really beautiful sort of hammered effect. I'm not really sure what to call this, but this also has a really gorgeous reactive glaze. So I'm very excited about these. I think these are gonna be really fun for like my breakfast and brunch shoots. And then maybe if I decide to do something a little bit more dessert oriented where maybe a mug might be involved, this could be really fun. And now we have plates. I'm excited about plates. You wanna know why? Because food goes on plates. My mind.
I am so powerful. My mind, oh, it amazes me sometimes.
But you know what I got these plates for? $2. Think about it, $2. Shout out to Jackie Ina. So we got both of these bad boys, $2 each. I really love shooting on non-traditional plates. I love plates that have high rims because I shoot with a lot of sauces. I also make a lot of sauces. These are really wonderful for that. And I got them at such a great steal. I mean, wow, $2. You simply cannot beat that. Shout out to HomeGoods. Y'all are out here saving lives. I stand legendary behavior. Now, we've got more plates. You wanna guess what I got these for? I'll give you a moment. Time's up. $2.50. Both of them. Excited again. Now, I found these plates, funny enough, in a New Jersey HomeGoods, and was only able to find one, but like was smitten with the color. I absolutely love soft pink and wasn't able to find them ever again. And then, you know, the Q teen shut us all down. So thankfully, I was able to find 2 of them here at a significantly lower price than what I bought them for in New Jersey, and I am mildly upset. But $2.50 is a great deal. I don't think I would have been able to beat that. And I think these are also Easter themed, which is likely why they're now on clearance. And then I also picked up these 2 Tart Pans. You know, they're especially great for quiches. I will be making an apple rose blossom tart in a pan like this one, which will be featured in a later video at a later date, but I'm very excited about it because finally I've got pans with a removable bottom. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, Courtney, you're a chef. Why didn't you already have this? I did already have this, and when I moved to my apartment in Jersey City, I lost them in the move. About like a good case of all of my favorite baking things just kind of disappeared from my storage unit when I was in transition between my last apartment in New Jersey and my most recent apartment in New Jersey, and it truly breaks my heart because I had some really good knives in there as well. So now I'm kind of like on a roll of replacing things. Both of these are $6.99 each, and you will be seeing these a lot. Up next is my baking sheets. I picked this one up because, as we have learned over the course of this video, your girl's a huge fan of the color blue, but this also magically matches the interior of my brand new stainless steel LG oven, which is great. So it's got that same sort of deep blue and then the sort of speckled interior. I don't know if the speckling actually does anything inside the oven or if it does anything to protect the pan in this instance, but I do know that it is very gorgeous and also quite mattified, which means that there is a lower chance of there being a super strong reflection from the photography lights when I'm shooting. And then I also picked up this slightly larger pan. So if you're looking at them in comparison, you're seeing that this one is maybe about 2 to 3 inches larger. And it's just a gorgeous matte pink. Really pretty. Also bought this one for $7.99. Now, as the internet has taught me, texture is incredibly important in your food photography. And by working with a number of actual fabrics and textures and textiles, you're able to create a really dynamic shot. I'm still fairly new to all of this, but I definitely do agree that the way that I've been able to enhance composition in my shots is by adding various textures. This is actually an apron. Of course, if I were it right now, it would like blend in, but it is a really, really pretty inky sort of like periwinkle-ish cornflower kind of blue, which, as you can see, I'm a really huge fan of. I picked it up for only $9.99, which is a super great deal. Like, that's stupid good. Like, it's amazing, especially given that, you know, it is one of my favorite colors, and it's got a really nice, I'm not really sure what to call this texture. It's like a woven linen sort of texture, which I think is really beautiful, and I'm pretty excited about. So we have that, and then for your shots, you also want to be able to include some other sort of textile magic in there. So I picked up these kind of neutral, like grayish, slightly bluish, maybe like more of a slate color oven mitts that have just like a little detail of leather here. I purchased them for a whopping $6.99. Wow, I'm just blowing through money. And they're gonna be really fun for shots where like I'm working with things that I'm baking or kind of pulling things out of the oven. They definitely give more of that kind of rustic charm than anything else, so I'm really looking forward to using those. And then I also picked up these really cute napkins. I don't typically find myself a huge fan of pastels. I really enjoy more bold colors, but these actually do tend to shoot really well and camouflage pretty well also into the back of images. All right, so now we're rounding out on the end of our haul here, and I just picked up a few other kitchen items, either ones that I'm going to be actively using outside of food photography shoots, or, you know, including in shoots, and they're just really beautiful, so I probably maybe won't be using them that much. We are going to find out. But the first thing that I picked up is yet another measuring cup. I've got plenty of these, but some of mine are really, really, really large, and I don't think that they fit very well in the overall kind of dainty aesthetic of my shots so far. So this is a pretty good size. This is 4 cups, which is pretty big. Most of the measuring cups by Pyrex are like 2. I'm not sure who this is by. Fire King. Oh, Anchor. Awesome. Yeah, this is really great. It's like got a nice weight to it. I purchased it for only $3.99, and I know for a fact I'll be using this bad boy quite a bit, particularly in shoots. And then I picked up this spoon rest. I have a love-hate relationship with spoon rests. I tend to just leave my spoon in whatever pot I'm cooking in. I know that that's not a great habit, but I picked up like this really pretty cornflower blue spoon rest for $3.99, and it's got this really pretty detailing on the inside, this kind of fleur-de-lis sort of texture going on. And then I also picked up this really beautiful spatula. It's a rubber spatula. It is $3.99 as well. So you see, there's a theme happening here. Most of the things that I purchased at HomeGoods are like anywhere between $7 and $4 because that's my happy space. That is like my spending happy space. Man, and I miss Ross. Ross, dress for less. I would love it if you opened in the near future, please. Thank you so much. So it's really beautiful. It's got this gorgeous print on it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have anything on the flip side, so I'm gonna have to be very, very careful when using this to make sure that I never stain it with anything. But this is really kind of more of a food photography thing than using it in more of my like day-to-day life and cooking. And then I picked up this gorgeous lavender and geranium soap. This stuff smells so freaking good. I wish you guys could smell it. It smells amazing. It's very like lightly scented. My boyfriend always laughs at me because I buy soaps that smell like food. So now I have to buy soaps that smell like floral. But this is a gorgeous dish soap. The one that I have at home smells like blackberries and sage. So anything to keep him from joking with me about that. I'm quite sensitive about my soap. And then we have this really beautiful bottle of olive oil. If you've never checked out the foodie section of HomeGoods or TJ Maxx or Marshalls or even Ross, you're missing out because you're gonna find some really amazing deals in there. Like, look at this entire bottle of extra virgin olive oil, 750 milliliters, which is the same size as a bottle of wine. Got it for $7.99. I don't know that I'm actually ever even going to open up the bottle to use the olive oil, but I will be using this bottle because I think it's really gorgeous and it's got that sort of like dark, mystic sort of feel that as I start to play around with more dark photography, I think this is going to be really beautiful in the shots. And then, this is probably like, this is my second favorite purchase of the day because we're actually about to top it off with my 2 faves, but look at how freaking cute these little paint splattered measuring cups are. I bought this for $3.99 and $5.99 respectively. Look at how adorable these are. These are gonna be so stinking cute for photography. I'm probably never ever going to use, I've got so many other measuring cups that I can use for my day-to-day baking, but I just thought these were so adorable and really super charming. And like, I love the fact that they were a set. You know, it's very rare that you're able to find the matching pieces to things when you go to HomeGoods, and so when you do, you have to thank the retail gods for your luck. And then lastly, well, semi-lastly, Do that one more time. I picked up this really beautiful tea. Again, I am a tea drinker, like kind of, but not enough that like I'm buying loose leaf tea. I'm a bag kind of girl. But I thought this is so pretty, and I think that I'll have an opportunity to use the rose petals from this in a shoot upcoming pretty soon. I'm actually gonna pop this open so that you guys can see. Okay, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not gonna pop it open. Maybe my nails are like, girl, no, you just broke us 2 days ago and then fixed us and gave us a new set, so like, don't play with us like that. All right, well, nonetheless, this is very beautiful. It's by a company called the Loose Lips Tea Company. It's their digestivity. That is not what I'll be using it for. Not that any of you cared about my digestive habits, but it is a really gorgeous tea, aesthetically speaking, and I'm sure flavor-wise is probably beautiful as well. So I'm looking forward to using this for more like food styling shots. Now lastly, these two have nothing at all to do with food in a photography sort of way. I will, however, absolutely be using these for centerpieces whenever dinner parties resume, which I'm really hoping will be the fall, barring any other complications with Roro. So, look at this beautiful baby. Do you see her? She needs to be seen. I picked this gorgeous lantern up for $14.99. It is a gorgeous, I'm actually not really sure what shape this is. Geometry was not a friend of mine as a youth, but it's got a gorgeous mirrored bottom down here. And I just thought it was so festive. I actually have a number of lanterns in my house that look like this, and I like to use them and kind of like put candles inside of them, or if I'm not using them for like a more candlelit display, I will arrange florals inside of them and have them kind of sprouting out from the lantern, which always ends up looking really beautiful. And I also have this piece, which I picked up for $19.99. Yes, what bargains, savings, deals, donations, gifts, okay? We are out here living our best lives with this gorgeous lantern. I'm absolutely smitten with it. It's got like a little, I call these chimneys, I'm not sure if that's what it is, but it's got like this really pretty little chimney here. It's got this kind of like antique gold, which I love. I've made it actually a habit of purchasing lanterns that are shaped like this whenever I see them, regardless of their base like metal color, and then just going over them with gold wax. So I've got a number of DIYs that I also plan on showing you guys at a later date, but everything that I purchased today will actually be staying as is. What? Can you believe it? I know that you guys don't know me, but people who know me know that I'm a real DIY person. So this is gonna be a lot of fun to keep exactly the same way that I purchased it. Again, for $19.99. It's a really great steal. I'm super excited about this. It says handcrafted in India. There's never like a specific one company that makes this. I don't even know where HomeGoods sources all their goodies from, but you know what? I'm thankful for their very hard work. I appreciate you, HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, TJX Family, Marshalls, Ross. I would really like it if you guys reopen soon. I mean, I'm not sure if you're listening to this video, but like, please do, and then consider it while I'm still here in Sherman. Thank you so much. And this is just a bonus. Lashes. Now, bear with me for just a second. I recognize that this is about food photography and food videography, but you know what? My face is in these, and I need my big blinks on when I'm out here in the world doing things and showing you guys how to do stuff as well. Almost like the last 2 years, I've been buying my eyelashes from HomeGoods or TJ Maxx or whoever it is who has like the really nice beauty section. So I bought this pack of 5 falsies for $5.99. They're by a company called Cala. These are their Volt lashes. I like to stack my lashes actually for like additional volume. But then they also have like their foam ink. I got these for $3.99 each. They're super cute. This is the style Noir. I'm actually a huge fan of these because they're very fluttery. What I enjoy is then going back and finding them online and buying them in like large quantities. These are Fabulashes. by I Love Kara. Also really beautiful, $3.99 as well. And then I've got the rest of these, but that doesn't matter. I just wanted you guys to know that when you ask me what my big blinks are, that is what they are. And I am a generous queen, and I wanted to share that with you. So you're welcome in advance. All right, bye.